Attrition was the first song we wrote together as all three of us. Key point.
When Craig joined, I remember a few weeks after, it was a few practices after he had joined, and he sent us 3 riffs in the group chat or whatever, and I remember hearing the End of Attrition main riff.
I specifically remember Craig sent to the group chat 3 riffs, but I remember listening to 3 of them and going, yeah, that one's the best one, the 3.
But I remember hearing that riff the first time, just being like, we need to use that.
And I was like, yeah, so how do I play it? And for 10 minutes I was like, what the fuck?
I contributed the main riff, and from that we just worked together as a band to put the song together, and it all flowed very naturally.
Yeah, it was a real natural flow. It was 2 practices I think we had it all done, really. And the bit I remember doing most was the chorus, and coming up with the chord progression of the chorus, and having the extra, like it was, I think the original was just going to have power chords, just the root power chords, and then it was adding in the action notes on top, adding in the octave on top and the bits like that, and coming back in being like, holy shit guys, I just wrote the best chorus.
We'd struggled to come up with a bridge section. It was Cameron that came up with the idea to have a key change, and so I just started fiddling about with the bass and came up with the bass riff. And basically that bass riff is my sort of own variation on the main riff, so having the key change version that's just on bass as the main riff.
And the guess I'm going to have to talk about nearly every song about this was the solo. The best solo, I think it's my favourite solo to play anyway, because it's just a bit, it's the OTT most of the time to be honest, but it's just fun. I remember sitting trying to play it for like a solid 10 minutes and then realising, hang on, the start of it is in a different key. I've been playing this wrong the whole time, that's why it sounds so bad. So figuring out how to get from one key to the next without sounding like I'm going from one key to the next was the weird bit. And then practicing on the runs and stuff and whatever.
The lyrics as well was the first song I contributed lyrics to for the band, and it's sort of all about being trapped within your own head. It mostly centered around the idea of having overall pressure in life, because that was a very difficult time that I was going through, and just it was a lot of pressure and a lot. The word attrition literally means being put under serious duress, so it's that sort of thematic idea.
The only debate we had for ages was how to finish the song.
I remember the ending, when the main riff plays at the very end for the last time. I remember I said that I wanted to have that again, and because the main riff is too good just to have it once in a song, and Craig agreed, so and then that was it, and that's kind of really only my contribution to the actual song.
So they originally didn't go back into the main riff, but now it did.
Whenever we were recording it in the studio, Josh had suggested we do some harmonies for the chorus, and that was the first time that we'd ever really thought about harmonies. We'd talked about doing harmonies before, but we'd never really dedicated any time to it, and so that was the first time we'd ever sort of spiced up the vocals in that sense. So it was really good, and I'm personally really proud of how it came out overall.
I remember when we did actually record it though, listening back to the first time with like proper professional like recording equipment, just listening back in a big sound system and all, and just kind of thinking that it sounded amazing, and yeah, I was really proud of the outcome and stuff, and yeah, I was very, as we all agree, it is like our songs, like the Blood Reality song. I think sums us up a lot, so yeah.